and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. We are really glad you are here today. If something feels unsteady or unsure about who you are right now, I'm glad you're here. We're going to take a moment and slow down together. There's nothing you need to fix right now, nothing you need to figure out, nothing you need to decide. Let's just take a moment and settle into this space where you can breathe and just be. If it feels comfortable, allow your eyes to gently close. Let your body settle into your chair. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it go gently through your mouth. No effort, no correction, just your breath. If your mind is busy, that's okay. If your body feels a little restless, that's okay too. We're simply creating a space to be together. When you're ready, open your eyes.
Today, we're talking about something many women quietly carry, often without words for it: the loss of identity. That moment or season when you realize, I don't know who I am anymore. And that scares me. This can happen after divorce, at the end of a long relationship, after illness, after years of putting everyone else first, even after trauma or the life circumstances that changed your life. It can even happen when the crisis is technically over, but you're left standing in the aftermath, wondering why you still feel unstable. You might look at your life and think, I should feel relieved by now. I should feel grateful, or even I should feel stronger. But instead, you feel unsure, disoriented, maybe even hollow. If that's you, I want you to hear this. There is nothing wrong with you. When identity shifts, fear often shows up in its place, not because something is wrong, but because your nervous system has lost familiar reference points. For a long time, your system knew who you were in relation to something or someone: a role, a relationship, a responsibility, even a survival pattern. And when that ends or changes, your nervous system goes, wait, who are we now? How do we stay safe? That fear is not weakness. It is not failure. It is a normal response. Your body learned how to survive in a particular shape of life. When that shape dissolves, it takes time for your system to adjust. Fear is not weakness. It's a normal response to change or loss. I want to share a bit about myself here, because there was a season in my life when I realized that I didn't recognize myself anymore. On the outside, I was functioning, I was doing what was needed, I was capable, I was responsible. I felt like a robot. But inside, something felt gone, and I was definitely emotionally numb. I had defined myself for so long through my roles, through my relationships, being the one who held things together. When that structure fell away, I remember thinking, if I'm not this woman, who am I? Oh, and I remember the fear that followed that question. It wasn't panic and it wasn't drama. It was a quieter fear, something that couldn't actually be quite named. The kind that whispers, what if there's nothing solid underneath here? What if I never figure out who I am? Looking back, I can see that I was not lost. I was between identities, but at the time, it felt like standing in a fog with no map.
There is something we do not talk about often enough. There is grief in losing who you used to be. Even if that version of you was exhausted, even if she was hurting, even if she was surviving something that was not good for her, she carried you through. She did the best she could with what she had and what she knew at the time. When life changes, suddenly or profoundly, we're often encouraged to move on and move on quickly, to be positive, to redefine ourselves. But grief does not respond well to pressure. You are allowed to miss who you were. You are allowed to feel tender about that woman you had to become in order to survive. Honoring her does not mean you want to go back. It means you are acknowledging the truth of what you lived. I'd like to invite you to do a short reflective pause. No need to analyze, no need to get it right. Just gently bring to mind that woman you were before the relationship, before the circumstance, before the trauma or the heartbreak. Notice what comes up. Maybe it's an image. Maybe it's a feeling. Maybe it's nothing at all. If you notice grief, let it be there. If you notice warmth, let that be there too. Take one slow breath. There is no instruction here. It's just noticing. And when you're ready, come on back.
One of the most painful parts of identity loss is the pressure we put on ourselves to figure it out. Who am I now? What do I want? What is next? Those questions can feel overwhelming when your system is trying to find solid ground. You do not need answers right now. You do not need a new label. You do not need clear direction. And you don't need to reinvent yourself. Sometimes the work is simply learning how to be with yourself again without a role to perform. Identity doesn't arrive through force. It emerges through safety, through the small moments of truth, through listening, and through making those small choices that honor you. For many women, heartbreak is part of the loss of identity, not just romantic heartbreak, but the heartbreak of realizing life did not turn out the way you imagined. The heartbreak of loss, of betrayal, disappointment, of becoming somebody you never expected to be. Heartbreak changes us. And when it's not tended to, it can keep us stuck in confusion, fear, even self-doubt. If something is stirring in you like a quiet recognition, a heaviness in your chest, or a sense of, yeah, this is me, I want you to know that there is support. You do not have to navigate this alone. Sometimes having a safe, grounded conversation is enough to begin loosening the fog. This in-between place is not asking you to define yourself. It's asking you to be gentle while your system learns how to live in a changed world. This moment is not a problem to solve. It's a place that you're passing through. You're not failing at healing. You're in transition. And transitions ask for patience, not pressure. Your identity is not gone. It's evolving, and it will reveal itself as your nervous system learns that it is safe to be here. So, as we close today, I would like to offer you a blessing from my heart to yours. So, soften your gaze or close your eyes and listen with your heart. If it feels right, place your hand over your heart. May you be gentle with yourself as you stand in this space. May you honor the woman you were without rushing to replace her. May you trust that not knowing is not a flaw, but a doorway. And may you have the courage to take one small step towards support if your heart is asking for it. And may peace rise quietly within you. Thank you for being here today. If this conversation resonated and you would like a safe space to talk about heartbreak, identity, or what feels unclear, I invite you to book a free Heartbreak Freedom session. You'll find the link in the first comment. That's enough for now.